Hello everyone. Today I'm not going to give you loads of transition words or linking words as you can see here, but I'm only going to show you where to place them in sentences. Okay, these are the transition words as you can see here that regularly appear in SAT tests. First, let's define what a linking word is or a transition is. A linking word or a transition is a word or a phrase. It could be a couple of words that shows relationship between paragraphs or sentences. Let's start with the contrast first. Okay, we have got nonetheless, we have got nevertheless, and however, yet, still, instead. That could be used as what? Nonetheless or nevertheless, and almost the same meaning. وكلهم يا شباب معناهم ايه؟ بالرغم من. Clear? Then we have got in contrast and on the contrary اللي هي على العكس. Okay? And on the other hand means what? Conversely. And as I always tell my students, conversely means what? On the other hand. So it's quite equal. Okay. Conversely appeared in one of the past papers. Then we have got they don't appear that much, but you should be able to know to know how to place them and use them in sentences. Despite being poor, he feels happy. And despite his poverty, he feels happy. You need to learn that despite equals what? In spite of. Same meaning, same use. So despite followed by what? Either verb plus ing being or noun his poverty. Same thing with what? In spite of, which is 3 words here. It's a phrase, which is what? Followed by what? Noun or verb plus what? Plus ing. Fair enough? Perfect. Then we have got although, even though, and though. وكل ده يا شباب برضو معناها ايه؟ بالرغم أو على الرغم من. Although, even though, followed by what? Subject and verb. So it's a bit different or quite different from what? From despite and what? In spite of. So we say, although he is poor. Although he is what? He is poor. He is. So although, subject and what? And verb. He feels happy. Then we have got while and whereas. Almost like what? Like but. Almost like but. I say he is smart, comma, whereas his sister is not. So whereas here means what? Means but. يبقى دلوقتي احنا خدنا all the transition words that mean a contrast, the opposite. Okay, we have nonetheless, let us remind ourselves. Nonetheless, nevertheless, however, yet, still, instead, sometimes used as what? As nonetheless and however. Then we have got in contrast and on the contrary. Okay, على العكس. Then we have got on the other hand, conversely, على الجانب الآخر. Then we talked about despite and in spite of, although, even though, and though, and while, and whereas. Let's go to another type of transition words, which is what? Support phrases result. Support phrases what? Result. Let us change colors. We have here, therefore, thus, hence, consequently, as a result, for these reasons, accordingly, thereby. Enough till here. I mean, like what? Don't worry about thereupon, forthwith. اللي هم ساعات بيبقوا معناهم the express result, but they are not used or they don't appear in the exam. كل الطقم ده يا شباب معناها ايه؟ as a result. Fair enough? تمام. ونتيجة لذلك وبالتالي. Okay? So don't forget please. بس تعالوا نشوف استخدامهم بقى. And let us start with this sentence. Fewer pupils will attend the schools and they will thus need fewer teachers. So as you can see here, thus is in the middle of the sentence and it is a part of a sentence. So no commas before, no punctuations before or after. Okay, got this one. طيب, if we start the clause with thus, بدأنا الclose اللي هي subject was the verb. If we started the clause with thus, what we need to do, so we'll go for what someone had removed all the evidence. That's a complete sentence. Okay, then we have got semicolon and then thus, it shouldn't be capital letter, and then thus it was now impossible for the police to continue with their investigation. يبقى in that case you have to precede thus. لازم تجيب قبلها إما إيه يا شباب؟ ها؟ full stop or what? Or semicolon, then thus, and then what? And then there is a comma. You understand the difference? So now, thus, if it is, let's go to first sentence. Let's go to the first sentence. If thus appear in the middle of a sentence as a part of a sentence, no commas or no punctuations are needed, okay? But if it is starting a clause, لو هي بتبدأ clause جاية من أول وجديد, thus its subject was verb, فit is what يا شباب? Full stop or what? Or semicolon, thus, comma. Fair enough? Let's go for another use of thus. The oil producers will raise prices. From here till here, it's a complete sentence. Let us write this down. That's a complete sentence. Then comma. If the comma here is not underlined, if it is not underlined in the exam, so it means what? We should not follow the comma with a complete sentence, that's for sure, because it would create a comma splice. But in that case, we use thus, comma thus, and after this we use what? Verb plus what? Plus ing. Okay, so present participle phrase. So thus increasing their what? Profits. So what is the rule again يا شباب? Subject verb like complete sentence, comma, and then ing form, okay, or thus ing form. Remember this. تعالوا كده بس الأول نقولها تاني يا شباب, because this is very important and it always what? Appear in the exam. The oil producers will raise prices. So here we said what? Complete sentence. Then we have got a comma. After the comma there should be what? An ing, but thus increasing their what? Their profits. Hopefully understand. This is very important. Okay, let's go to another sentence, another example with hence, which has got the same meaning. It's a synonym of what? Of thus. Crime is on the increase. Crime subject is verb, right? So it is a complete sentence. Then semicolon. What does it mean to you, semicolon? It means like what? It has to be also followed by what? By a complete sentence. Where the complete sentence here? The need, that's the subject. For more police is required, that's the verb. So it's a complete sentence. So complete, semicolon, hence, comma, exactly the same like this one. So it's almost the same what? The same placement and the same punctuation. Let's go to the last sentence here. Alcohol can cause liver failure. اللي هو الفشل whatever فشل في وظائف الكبد, right? Alcohol can cause liver failure and hence death. Again يا شباب, hence عاملة زي ايه? Thus, if it is in the middle, no punctuations or what are needed. Hopefully understand. What you need to do right now يا شباب, إن كل الطقم ده حضراتكم, okay, they mean what? As a result. وكلهم نفس المعنى almost. Okay, طيب. Let's go to the sequence. والsequence هنا عندي يا شباب subsequently means what? Afterwards. ودي اللي دايما appear or commonly tested. Previously, finally, henceforth means what? From now on. من الآن فصاعدا, okay? لكن what I always see in the tests, in the exams, okay, it's subsequently. Then we go to what? Comparisons. Comparisons, we have got alternatively, we have got similarly, we have got likewise. In other words, sometimes, okay, it appeared, that's fine. So, similarly and likewise, كلهم معناهم ايه؟ وبنفس الشكل أو الطريقة. You understand? So, when do we use likewise? Remember this يا شباب. Likewise or similarly, الاتنين واحد يا شباب. يبقى في هنا يا شباب situation, and here there is another situation, and both of them are what? Are similar. So two similar situations, and in between we have to use what? Likewise or what or similarly. Okay. طيب alternatively وبشكل بديل حاجة كده يعني. Right. If you feel like what there are alternatives, so you can go for it. Okay. طيب. Then let's go to another type of linking or transition words. Addition. Of course, you know this. We have got moreover, we have got furthermore, we have got besides, we have got aside from or apart from. ودول دايما بنلاقيهم في الانفوجرافيكس questions اللي فيها حاجات اللي فيها graphs. نفس الموضوع aside from apart from معناها in addition بالظبط. Then we have got in addition, not to mention the fact that والحاجات دي كلها انتوا عارفين. When to use them? If you feel that like what the flow of thought has to continue. يعني عمال اضيف that's what where I should use. Then let's go to the last thing here, which is what giving examples. وgiving examples هنا يا شباب, let me do it that way. We have got, for example, for instance, they are equal. Okay. For example, for instance, same placement, same meaning. Then we have got such as, which is always appears in the exam. Then we have got specifically and namely. ولو عايزين تضيفوا لهم كمان يا شباب particularly, that's fine too. كله ده له علاقة بالexemplifying. Okay. So let us see where should we place them. Where we should place them. I can play quite. This is number one. Okay. I can play quite a few musical instruments. You agree with me? That's a complete sentence. Thank you very much. Then there is a comma. So it goes without saying. It is for granted that ما فيش هنا complete sentence بعد الكوما, right? For example, comma. Remember this. وبعدها جاء ايه؟ The flute, the guitar, and the piano. واضح ان هنا في ايه يا شباب؟ في listing. Okay. Let us go for what? For instance, same thing, and I shouldn't read it even. But let us do it very quickly. I can play quite a few musical instruments. Complete sentence. Comma. For instance, the flute, the guitar, same use. Then let's go to another linking. And here is what يا شباب. تعالوا كده نقول مع بعض. Here is such as. Okay. I can play quite a few musical instruments. Do you agree with me in this is what a complete sentence, right? طيب. وبعد كده عندي في comma. وبعد كده في such as the flute, the guitar, and the piano. So, such as, remember this one. Such as. If it is preceded by a complete sentence, لو قبلها complete sentence تحط لي ايه يا شباب؟ comma before such as. طب الشكل ده يا مستر, do we see it? Such as? No. Such as, comma here and comma here, no. Okay, so this is the way we see such as. A comma before such as if it is preceded قبلها ايه يا شباب? Complete sentence. And as you can see here, I can play quite a few musical instruments. That's complete sentence, comma, such as the flute, the guitar, and the what? And the piano. But if such as is a part of a sentence, يعني هي جزء من الجملة. Car companies such as Toyota and Ford. Okay, in that case, such as doesn't need any punctuations either before or after. So car companies such as Toyota and Ford manufacture their automobiles in many different countries around the world. Okay, remember this one. This is طبعا very important. طبعا such as يعني people love it a lot. Let's go to the last two sentences here. My father loves going to restaurants which serve exotic foods. لغاية هنا طبعا it's a complete sentence. You understand. Then there is a full stop. طب بعد الفول ستوب في ايه يا شباب؟ لازم يبقى complete sentence. يبقى هجيب for instance comma or for example comma وبعد كده اجيب ال complete sentence. Last weekend or last week he, that's subject, went, that's verb, to a restaurant which serves deep what fried red or snake. يبقى complete with a full stop in between. For example وتكمل بقية ال complete sentence التانية. يبقى this is يا شباب all that we have to talk about. النهارده اشتغلنا على اللينكينج words or transition words وعرفنا ان هو ده يا شباب لو انتوا عايزين تعرفوا sometimes 3 or 4 questions of the linking words in the what in the exam. So now we don't want to what to lose these marks. Okay. What you need to do, you all need to revisit this worksheet, watch this YouTube or video before every test. Okay. Thank you very much. Wish you every best of luck.